Good evening, my darling batlings. Also, I have a question for you, Kier.
Get gluten.
Are you feeling it now? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Motherfucker. For those who don't know, we were talking a little bit about SpongeBob, and I mentioned I was actually watching someone do a playthrough. I don't remember if it was 100% or what.
It might have been a speed run because that's a really popular game to speed run.
Oh yeah, that. Because you never sped. If I'm not mistaken, you never sped right a game yet, have you?
No, I have not. I've decided that if I do a speed run, my first is probably going to be Spyro 2 because it's the one that I've actually put some practice into doing skips in.
Okay. Besides that, would you end up doing Battle for Bikini Bottom as a speed run?
If I can learn how to speed run it, then yes.
Now I'm curious also about some of your speedrunning escapades that might come in the future.
I'll probably end up like Vinny and just pull off like advanced level speedrunning glitches by accident.
I've actually done game-breaking stuff in Bubsy. At the start of the speedrun, I'm like, well, I went right into the geometry and I can't get out. Lovely.
I mean, I've done I've accidentally triggered a speedrunning glitch multiple times in a row in Spyro 2 without knowing it. I only found that out from one of my very old streams from before I met you, where I was streaming Spyro 2, and like I headbutted a frog, and the frog didn't die, and it launched me very high in the air, and I just kept doing that over and over. It's like that's actually a glitch that you're pulling off that is like very specific and relies on specific collision.
Oh my. I would probably say the closest thing I've done to speedrun strats without knowing it, it would probably be some of the things in well, it's later. It's a viable strat for any kind of playthrough, and that was Ratchet and Clank using the flamethrower, using it as a burst and twirling like a ballerina.
I mean, with Ratchet and Clank, I've gotten comfortable enough with one of the methods to glitch your way into the racetrack. So you can grind bolts. I've gotten so comfortable with that I can pull it off in both the PS2 and remastered versions.
I can do it. I find it easier in the PS2. I can do it in both of them as well.
Yeah, I know there's multiple ways that you can exploit those boxes on the racetrack. One of them is just to stand in that area in the sewers that's right underneath where the boxes happen to be in the level geometry and use the taunter. But the thing that I didn't know going into that is that you can only pull off the glitch once per playthrough. And if you try another version of it, you just won't get any bolts.
Wait, that's a PS3 version or the
PS3 version?
I've actually pulled it off multiple times on the same playthrough. So I gotta be doing something weird then. I don't even know it.
But the method I use is like using the decoy glove to glitch out of bounds near the racetrack entrance and then gliding over onto the racetrack geometry.
That's what I do. You gotta use the helipack, not the jetpack.
Yeah, you have to use the helipack because that gives you a slightly longer, slight boost to the amount of time you're in the air.
Yeah. Higher arc, so it gives you
just
a
about
bit
the
of
only time that you would consciously choose to switch back to the helipack.
Yeah. But man, there's so many glitch stuff. It's crazy.
Speaking of glitches, I've been getting into Sekiro lately. I've been thinking about maybe streaming that. The only thing is I keep running into... Apparently it's like, on PS5 at least, it's prone to crashing a lot. And Activision has to okay a patch for that, and they just never did.
Speaking of Sekiro, I need to. Oh my god, that's just gonna be a rage stream for me.
We got it. Are you sure? I could do it.
You know that, right?
Yes.
Trust me, Hot Rod. I know.
Oh my god.
Like Sekiro, out of all the Soulsborne games I've played, Sekiro is the one that I vibe with the most in terms of gameplay. Partly because its online features are solely limited to like hints from other players instead of having the whole invasion mechanic.
Yeah, I'm not an invasion mechanic kind of person. Oh, I hear that grungy.
Yeah,
bass.
that's from Doom Eternal.
I love this song.
All right, with all that ramble out of the way, let's switch on over to the gaming scene.
Just a little FYI, I don't have the screen up yet either.
That's right. I didn't turn on my camera. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem.
I
was
do
doing
it through
everything by
the
ear.
camera input.
I was doing everything by ear. Whoa. I'm playing an invisibility trick, I think.
There we go. And let's get rid of the background. Boop.
Oh, there I am.
You've been here all along, or were you never there to begin with?
Schrodinger shapeshifter. Well, hold on. Why does Schrodinger shapeshifter sound like an amazing mystery game?
You're right, it does.
I just can't write mystery to save my life. I do like challenges, so maybe I'll make it into a story.
All right, when we left off, we had just beaten Dine, and we're about to explore the Corel region.
You know what the funny thing is?
There we go.
I was playing Final Fantasy VII on my own time. You're basically near where I'm at right now.
All right, we got a buggy. This is the ugliest buggy I've ever seen. I'm not even talking about low poly. I mean, it looks like a monstrosity.
It looks like something Homer would make in the episode where his brother had that car company.
Let's see.
And I already know exactly.
No, not Suicide.
I already know what you're gonna get. Big guard, right?
I don't know, because remember, I've never played this game before.
If you want me to help you on that, just let me know. I'll tell you right now, this would be helpful for every single boss fight. And if you're looking to get enemies killed, this might also help get one that's in this area. It also might let you get beta from that giant Midgar Golem. Yeah, I am a nerd that basically played this game so much I memorized everything except for like 2 different aspects. Like I still struggle with the mayor password on disc 1. And in disc 2 is the password for the huge materia in the rocket. That's the only 2 things I ever have to look up. Actually, no, 3 things. The safe, which actually brings me to one of my favorite boss fights in disc 1.
Oh, leveled up restore. Good.
Nice.
I got Saraha nut. Insert your nut jokes here.
It's the Nut Shack.
It's the Nut Shack. Copyright claim.
The funny thing is, one of the games I took up my rotation, Rabi Rui, or whatever it was called.
Rabi Ribby?
Yeah, there's a in a workshop. There's a nut shack mod that's going made. When you get hit, I think it plays the nut shack as an intro. Not
Nice.
yeah, it is weird. Oh,
leveled up Chocomog too.
One. Nice.
This might mostly be a grinding stream, depending on how it plays out. I don't know, I haven't gotten this far before, so a lot of this is new territory for me.
So let me see your level real quick, and I'll let you know.
I'm level 22.
You're pretty much, I'm actually much lower level compared to you. You're perfectly 25 or 26 maybe. And if you can get any ethers, that's going to be a major help. Let's see. What else can I? Like, I'm trying to give hints about outright saying stuff,
I know that coming up sometime relatively soon is when we're going to have our chance to get Vincent in the party.
Yeah. You're fairly close to it. Also, I'm listening. You might want to lower the
if I
game
remember
volume down a
correctly,
little bit.
if I remember correctly, just from like the general outline that I've read, the next place we're going to is Gongaga.
Yeah, Gongaga is the next area.
You know Gongaga?
Me, Gongaga.
Me,
Yeah, I just haven't checked the
Gongaga.
audio levels. You might want to lower the game volume down slightly.
All right. Let me just
There we go.
For some reason, Final Fantasy VII is a lot louder than any other PS5 game I have. Okay, Tifa just leveled up. I want my Chocobo.
Do you have the Chocobo? No, you can't get the Chocobo in the buggy.
Well, how
There's
do I
also
get
no
out
need
of
for-
buggy?
Oh, that thing is strong with the Aqua Lung, but it has an enemy skill.
Should I run?
At the moment, yes. If you
I don't
want
wanna run
Aqua
again.
Lung with the R1, L1, I think, or R, yeah,
There we go.
one of those. You gotta hold it. If you want the enemy skill, I would say head back to Casa del Sol.
So I just keep holding it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Might just want to heal.
They're not running away. There we go.
There we
well,
go.
I got the enemy skill.
There we go. Heal.
My
Yeah,
healer
stay
is
out
dead.
the desert.
My healer is dead ahead of time.
But yeah, you might. Hey, Dash Cat.
Hey, Dash Cat.
You might want to stay out the desert for the time being.
Well, I don't know where I'm
And-
going, remember?
That right there. See how that water is right there? You can cross that on a buggy only. No, the little blue spot. The light
Oh.
bulb. I said the blue spot, and I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me. But if you want a skill that's going to... should die from some hazard. Fitting the Eris dies.
Yeah.
Eris, excuse me. I think I was an Eris, like... You can tell how long I've been playing Final Fantasy.
And you can tell how much
And-
I've not played Final Fantasy.
There we go. So before you enter, you're perfect. You got the perfect party right now. Want to know why?
because I've got two sexy babes in my at my beck and call?
I would use a tent. You want to get into an interesting
Do
fight.
I even have any tents? Yes, I do.
But I think you need 100% Final Fantasy X too. So I might end up doing that for my own stream, but
Some
I
Call
would
Me
wanna
Johnny got me interested in trying out Final Fantasy VIII, at least the remastered version.
Oh yeah, if you want, I have a mod that I can see if it's on the old computer, but excuse me, it's a mod that restores it to make the Steam version play like the PlayStation version, like music and everything. So if I can get if I can somehow get that hard drive to work, I can send you that mod.
Okay.
So I think people have made their own. Like this was a paid mod, so I did pay for it. I never got a chance to actually use it because I got the remaster. I have to double check everything. Like, I think that was for the original, not the remaster. But I think it still worked. I'm talking in circles.
I didn't even equip Aerith's new staff yet. There we go. And we'll put Ramu in there too. Why not?
I was fishing it.
Cloud is pitching a tent around Aerith and Tifa. I mean, who wouldn't, especially around Tifa? When does Vincent appear? Apparently very soon. Except he's optional, so you can go through the whole game without getting him.
Yeah, to give you a hint, 3 cities. You can get him in a 3rd city from where you are right now.
Okay.
And as we get to that point, I'll ask questions.
Right now.
And when we get to the point, I'll ask questions on how much information you want me to give.
Okay.
This way, I can say true to your first playthrough.
Is someone there? Oh boy, it's the boys!
You see why I said the tit was home for,
right? It's been a while
right?
since I've seen Reno and Rude together. Oh, spoilers, she dies. One of the worst kept secrets in gaming history, along with Samus is a girl. And your wife was turned into your arm in Bionic Commando 2011. Or whatever year that Bionic Commando remake
Zelda
came out.
And Zelda's a girl. So but you're happy I told you to get 10, aren't you?
Yes. Oh, Rude likes Tifa? Man of taste.
So
Man
there's a
of
fight
taste.
mechanic. There's a fight mechanic in this. Rude won't attack Tifa at all.
Sure as hell isn't like that in remake.
Oh, I know, bro. Body slams, people's elbow choke slams.
Okay, so there's like a whole fucking love pentangle going on here.
Yes. It's interesting, though.
I love how she gets the drop on Cloud and then doesn't realize that she got the drop on Cloud.
Yeah.
Like, Reno and Rude are obviously the best of the Turks, but Elena's climbing the ranks, in my opinion. She's just so funny.
If you ever get the chance to watch the Machinima Abridged, she's going to be one of your favorite side characters. When I say the Machinima Abridged, basically makes
I've seen the
everyone
first
like,
season of Machine Abridged. I haven't watched anything past Midgar yet.
Oh my god, you're gonna love Elena. I really can't wait for you to see Elena.
I agree, Elena's trying her best. Give her a break.
So yeah, if you were to kill Reno and have the rest of your party members, I forgot you had water kick.
Yeah, because I ran into like the perfect random encounter to level up my limits at the beginning of like my second stream of this.
I like how you just like pushes him so hard he flips.
Tifa punches Rude, and Rude is like, "Yes, harder, mommy." I mean, what?
Oh, he did.
Up, Cloud's dead.
This is not a canon event. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, from this point onward, whenever you get into a turret fight, you just want to check and see if they have anything to steal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rude wants to get stepped on by Tiffers. I love Tiffers as a nickname for her.
You got me choking over here. If you happen to get your limit break again on Eris, Still Evil is actually
I gotta see Ramu.
Strategy.
I haven't used Ramu yet.
He's interesting in 7, but peaked in 9. Well, peaked in 15.
Yuffie gets him as her summon in the Yuffie DLC for Remake. And if you have save file from the Yuffie DLC, when you start Rebirth, you get Ramu at the start.
Nice. I don't think I've seen that one. Oh yeah, Aqua Lung. I just forgot you had it.
I've got enemy skill on. I thought I had enemy. No wait, I'm thinking of my Rebirth playthrough where I've got enemy skill on both of them.
Trust me, you're gonna give me like Aqua Lung's a dumb move, but it's actually really good for where you are in the game.
My friend, get copyright claimed by some company in Britain.
Joke's on you. Watch it be like, I don't know.
Apparently I didn't get Aqualung.
What? Oh. That's weird. Yes. Bio. You know what the funny thing is? I always called Bio Go as a kid. Dude, the dyslexia was strong. The dyslexia was strong, and the horse just casually walks across the screen.
Nice, a horse. Okay, Chocomog, to the rescue.
I wonder if that paralyzes. I forget if that paralyzes or not.
It's funny how the Chocobos in the PS1 game look better than in the PS5 game.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the reasons being
okay,
is
yeah, he's paralyzed.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about Choco. I know about Still Evil, but I forgot about Chocomog.
Okay, finish him off with the Ifrit, because why not? I hope it finishes him off. If not, I'm gonna look very stupid, and I usually don't. I never look stupid. That's because they aren't uncanny. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of uncanny shit in the PS1 generation. The Moogles are not one of them.
They didn't kill him.
Damn, now I look like an idiot.
You know what? When I was younger, I wanted to cosplay Ifrit.
You still do, don't you?
Yeah, but not the Final Fantasy VII version. Either Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy 15.
I got Fairy Tail.
15.
Apparently, Cloud's getting into manga now.
Take everything. There we go. Yeah, that's a new weapon for Aerith. Excuse me. The thing is,
I think as far as Ifrit designs go, it's going to be hard to top his design in 16.
There's a reason why I say 15 though, and I want to say the corrupted form where he has the blight on him. Like, even with the blight and everything, him being corrupted, he had such a aura of authority that I really liked. I would save your ethers.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a few left.
The next city makes it a lot. Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah, but I want to see what's this way.
Oh, that way story information. Oh, the blood got updated? I need to freaking replay 15 again, don't I? I don't want to.
I'll go the way you told me to, like a good boy. And not just because I like being praised.
You're being a good boy.
The fuck is that?
Oh,
what the fuck is that?
I want to yell out what they yelled in the Abridged series. They made him a recurring character. And then you get your head pat.
Thanks for the head pats.
You're very welcome. But yeah, they made this a recurring character in the Machinima Bridge, and I don't want to say more than that because you're going to have this be your favorite, like, side character in it.
What kind of monstrosities is Shinra creating?
Yes.
Or is that naturally occurring? Do Triceratops tank hybrids just naturally occur in the wild?
Even Dash can't say he's better in part 3.
He better be in part 3. I agree.
Oh, you know he's going to be in part 3.
If there's anything I'm disappointed about in Rebirth, it's that they didn't use some of the wackier monster designs from Final Fantasy VII.
You want to fight this thing, don't you? In Rebirth.
Yes, I do, because I know they would make it a boss fight.
Dude, what if it was a rideable boss fight or something?
I mean, I've heard of walking the dinosaur. I don't usually want to ride the dinosaur. Unless it's Yoshi. Yoshi is meant to be ridden.
There's a few dinosaurs I can show you that, while you don't ride them, they might ride you.
You think they'll make a new Bahamut summon in part 3? That, of course they will. I still haven't beaten Rebirth, so, you know, avoid spoilers for that. But, like, you know they're gonna have they're not gonna make a Final Fantasy thing without Bahamut in it at some point.
I mean, even 12 had Bahamut in it, but it was a ship.
Titan materia.
Do you want me to spoil the summon for you, or do you want to see it?
It's Titan, so I know it's Titan. I know what Titan is. I feel like there's shenanigans at play here, and I'm stoked to see them.
Oh, nothing else. That's it.
So I just go back the way I came?
Yep. It's Titan. It's Titan here. It's just a dude.
It's not just a dude, it's a beefy dude. Beefy dude in a loincloth.
I also wanted to cosplay Titan as a kid also, I'm not gonna lie.
Titan's design in this game looks familiar to me for some reason, but I can't quite put my finger on what it reminds me of.
If I had to guess, you might have seen the commercials for Final Fantasy VII because it
no,
was...
I did not. I never saw it advertised back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't allowed to watch channels that would be airing commercials for Final Fantasy VII.
Huh.
Like, I strictly watched, like, going back and forth between Nickelodeon, Fox Kids, and Cartoon Network. And even on Cartoon Network, I didn't start watching Toonami until Dragon Ball Z was at the Cell Games.
Your dash cat, it'll be a loincloth with, like, the necklace, and you need a wig.
Yeah, actually, you need a wig.
It's not even... I found out... Actually, with the hair long,
looking at the, it depends on whether you want to cosplay the in-game model or the concept art design for him. Because the in-game models obviously differ quite a bit from the concept art.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even really a loincloth. It's
people are going to think you're cosplaying Tarzan. That's why you get one of those inflatable muscle suits. Deathblow materia.
It's not even a loincloth. It's a briefs.
But we're not talking about Bulma.
Shut up.
We're not streaming Dragon Ball Z Kakarot tonight.
But yeah, I've actually never looked at the concept art. Oh yeah, you need definitely a wig. Like their syrup, for like Mobius, for example, gives me Asura's Wrath vibes.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I hate these things because stop and they annoy the fuck out of me. I also hate bugs as well.
Yeah, I don't like bugs all that much. My dude, I think she's already stopped. Also, a thing about concept art being different from the in-game model is that Cloud's outfit is actually black and not purple. Also, Tifa's boobs were made bigger for her in-game model than they are in her concept art.
Yeah. And based
Like,
off that, they
like I
actually
remember
did-
there was a lot of that very stupid discourse about like, oh, they censored Tifa's chest by giving her slightly smaller, massive titties. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm like, it resembles how Tetsuya Nomura drew her for the concept art instead of how exaggerated her proportions were in the in-game model. Like, the reason they exaggerated her proportions was because otherwise you wouldn't notice that she was supposed to be busty.
Yeah, even looking at the official early artwork that's used in promotional stuff, it's a lot smaller, but it still shows femininity.
I like that I went to the effort to get Yuffie on my team. I haven't used her once. Let's see. Sell some old weapons here.
Keep your
Oh yeah, and I've got
accessories
to
short,
equip Aerith's new staff.
I forgot about that too, honestly.
Oh damn, that has a lot of materia slots on it.
This is one of Aerith, I want to say, top 3 best weapons because of that.
Holy shit.
Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen. By the way, I meant to say this last time, Kristen. If you put in the command !Discord, you can get a link to my Discord community if you want.
Yeah.
If you decide you want to join it. I'm not gonna, pressure you into it.
I got you on it.
Let's see, is there any reason to equip Deathblow to Tifa?
Not right now. It's basically a critical hit, but has low accuracy. There's a way to make it 100% accuracy, though, in Vincent.
Oh, I see. I see, said the blind man to his deaf wife. Yeah, I might take some, a few of these materia off of Cloud.
I think...
Is there any reason to bother with Transform?
No. It's useless.
Yeah, it seems like a, you got the good stuff in that server. I have refined taste. I mean, we've got a section dedicated to posting headbanger music, like banger music. We've got, we don't have an NSFW section just because I don't want that getting flooded with, like, weird shit. Because I've got a lot of people with very diverse tastes.
I have very weird taste also, so, it's for your own safety. But transform, basically, if you're going to go for master materia,
which knowing me, I'm probably not going to. The I do this didn't go through. I guess it broke.
It went through on the screen. I do this.
My sorry, I'm a furry. Okay. I have nothing against furries, but I do have a thing against zoophiles. They are two different things.
Yeah. Apparently, one of my friends on
Hello?
Steam...
What the fuck?
Hey, Lulu. Is a furry.
There, Lulu. I know a lot of furries. I know a surprising amount of furries.
Same. Heck, one of my friends that's going to help me with
No,
some
don't fuck
pictures.
zoophiles. They don't deserve to get fucked.
Might catch something also. Well, yeah, one of my friends gonna help me with pictures. It's going to be a furry.
Ooh, first mention of Zach.
Yeah.
So we are in Gungaga. You know Gungaga?
You know what I mean.
I don't care if they
Gungaga.
have furry humanoid. A hot person is a hot person. Agreed. Like, I'm not furry, but there are some characters that would be considered furry that I find attractive. Rouge the Bat, Vanilla the Rabbit.
Vanilla the Rabbit is the size of an average mom.
Yeah, she's the size of an average human mother.
And yeah, if Vanilla the Rabbit or Wolf Daddy from Triple Z came, we were was near us, we were all go goo eye. Oh, Dash Cat asked, which Gungaga do you like better, the original or Reunion?
The original. I don't like, I don't think that Zach's current voice actor quite nails the delivery as well as his voice actor in the original did. Also, I just don't think that Zach's current voice actor is very good.
It's on liking, yeah. Hot chick heaven.
Hot chick heaven.
I kind of want to make a Final Fantasy themed one as a joke. Maybe for April Fools, huh?
I mean, Donkey already kind of beat you to that, except instead of Final Fantasy, it was Mario.
Oh.
He gets better through the game, but he isn't really good until... Yeah, his performance noticeably improves in Rebirth, but I don't know. He doesn't hit the same as his voice actor from the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, if you know what I mean.
I need to actually go through that one. I remember hearing his voice in OG PSP Final Fantasy for that one. Was it Beyond Crisis, I think?
No, that was Crisis Core.
Crisis Core, thank you. I know it was Crisis. I still haven't played it.
Yeah, Crisis Core. As part of the Crisis Core remake that you can get now, they redid all the voice acting.
Yeah, I prefer the original voice actor from there. I think that's the same voice actor, actually, isn't it? On compilation.
I mean, it's the voice actors from Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth for consistency. So it's none of the voice cast from the old Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah, I know that part.
Also, I'm not gonna let Cloud get jealous that Aerith had another love, because I'm going for Tifa. Tifa is better.
Barrett's best.
Well, I mean, Barrett is the best, of course. Okay,
all right, so the current voice actor is Caleb. Well, the Final Fantasy is... Okay, so one I'm familiar with that was Crisis Core, World of Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, all that stuff up until Remake.
Yeah, that was Rick Gomez.
Yeah, Rick Gomez. I always forget his name. The only thing I ever refer to him as, because I can never remember Rick Gomez as his name, is I always refer to him as Endless Mike, because that's who he played on Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Oh my god!
I've never even seen Adventures of Pete and Pete. I just know that from watching Vinesauce.
Dude, please let me know if you ever start watching it, because I love the Pete and Pete. Like, the
main thing would be finding a place to watch it.
Oh my gosh, Pete and Pete, Alex Mack,
I did
brothers
watch
Garcia.
Alex Mack as a kid, but I can't remember anything about it except she was like a fucking T-1000 or something. She could turn into CGI liquid.
Yeah, it's basically she turned into water and move around. Yeah, Pete and Pete was an amazing.
No, not PP. Pete and Pete. The closest exposure I've had to the Pete and Pete series was actually the movie Snow Day, which was from the same creator and was meant to be a Pete and Pete movie. But it was written as a Pete and Pete movie. But Nickelodeon was like, no one, Pete and Pete is too old. It's been off the air for a while. So rework it into an original thing.
It was such a good show.
The only other thing I know about it is that it has Artie, the strongest man in the world.
By the way, you do know some of the buildings have a second floor, right?
No.
Like, okay, in this room right here, talk to the chest of drawer. I think there's it's not. Oh, okay, Mandela effect. Okay, there's nothing in that room then.
It looks like the stairs are broken, anyways.
Yeah, in this one, yeah, the stairs are broken. There's poles though in the other houses, which gives you access to a second floor. I think that one, the one to the top left.
Ah, yes, the second floor of this one-story house on the outside.
Yeah. The lighting is weird for that area. It's not normally that dark.
Keep in mind, the remaster on PlayStation 4 and 5, all the platforms now is based off the PC version rather than the original PS1 version. So there's some differences in stuff like lighting.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I'm like, bro, this is like Shadow King now.
They should make more stuff about Beavis and Butthead or Xavier Renegade Angel. Xavier Renegade Angel is exactly what they should make more of.
Yes.
That is peak, like, 4 a.m. Adult Swim.
That and Moral Oral. It was a guilty pleasure for me.
Moral Oral is a sad story of how it got canceled because it got canceled for doing exactly what was demanded of it by the higher-ups. Like, I'm not gonna get into, like, too much about Moral Oral's final season, but basically season 2 ended on, like, a very dark but also very emotionally gripping story about Oral going on a camping trip with his abusive father, and his father just, like, unloading all of his frustrations onto Oral and accidentally shooting him, which permanently sours Oral's relationship with his father, who he's just looked up to unquestioningly for his whole life.
Yeah.
And Adult Swim was like, yes, please, give us something like that, but even darker. So then they see the creator of the show, Dino Stamatopoulos, submits episode 1 of the next season. And it's so dark and just dour and fucked up that Adult Swim's like, yeah, you're not getting another season after this. This is too far.
Yeah, I wish we could have gotten another season. More like, again, not going to it more.
Kind of did. They made a follow-up special to it.
Oh.
And I believe there was also a mini-series that is tied into Moral Oral. So yeah, it's not like Moral Oral got ended prematurely. They wrapped up the story in a very good way at the end. The fact that it even had enough of a story to wrap up is telling of how good of a narrative it was.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to get into premise what the stories were about, but it's like genuinely good storytelling.
Like, the first season is very non-indicative of what the show would end up becoming, because it's just very much a satire of an old Christian educational show from the creator of Gumby called Davy and Goliath.
Oh, I miss Gumby too. Gumby was a goat show.
Yeah, have we done everything there is to do here?
Yeah. Yep.
I was trying to remember which button on the PS5 controller brings up the pointers.
Oh, Metalocalypse. Yeah, that was a great show too.
Metalocalypse is at least getting a finale movie if it's not out already.
I don't think it's out yet because that will be trending so hard.
Yeah, it's not getting a final season, but has been confirmed that's getting a finale movie.
Oh, I hate that motherfucker. That's
why I see why.
That motherfucker. Venture Brothers. Oh man.
Venture Brothers is one that really got screwed over.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
It was a great show too. By the way, Frog Song is a enemy skill.
Guess I'll just die. Okay, the frog victory animation is too good.
So, FYI, there's going to be monsters near the end of Disc 1. Like the second to last area.
There's no discs on the remaster, so I won't know if I'm at the end of the disc.
Yeah, you need to get your buggy.
You mean I can't just call it to my side like it's No More Heroes?
I was gonna say like it's the dog.
Oh fuck!
Oh, wait, what? I've never seen this before. I've never seen attack on both sides. You can't run from this.
Oh, I'm just fucked then.
This fight, no, their attacks are so low. If you just stick one attack, if you can kill one side, you should be good. Frog Song is the worst.
At least I'll probably get... Yeah, I got the enemy skill from that.
Yeah. But you see, the damage is so low, it's just going to be a minute. Oh, Dash Cat, so in case you're wondering about the whole disc thing,
How did the whole disc thing work? I'm not... Okay, so like... on PlayStation 1, because games came on CDs, you could only fit roughly 700 megabytes of data on a single disc. For bigger games like Final Fantasy, just all the Final Fantasies on PlayStation 1, basically, they would span across multiple discs, and when you reached the end of the first disc, you would have to put in disc 2, and then so on and so forth as you progressed.
They'll let you. The game will let you know, and it was for all the Final Fantasies, Legend of Dragoon.
There were a lot. Resident Evil 2 came on 2 discs because it had each Leon and Claire's campaigns were on separate discs.
Yeah, you had a memory. If you had a memory card, yeah. If not, you had to pay the game straight through. And pray you didn't die.
Yeah, that's a thing that. I'm glad current generations don't have to deal with is memory cards, because you couldn't just use like an SD card or a flash drive or something. You had to go out and buy a PlayStation memory card just to save your games so you could continue them later.
And that was in a lot of different systems. It was on the
Sega, surprisingly also. Not on the Sega Saturn, because that had battery back memory.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Dreamcast had because you had the VMU.
Dreamcast was the one that had the screens in the memory card, so you could use them as like a little handheld console.
Yeah, even till this day, Dreamcast was ahead of its time.
Yep.
I think we all can agree on that. And I hate the sleep effect in this game.
I mean, it's not as bad as sleep in Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it's not. I mean, let's verify. Generation 1. Yeah,
Generation 1 especially.
Like, that's the all-time
Generation 1 was held together by duct tape and hope and duct tape and sheer force of will.
Bro, I was going to say hope, dreams, and the tears of versions. Bro, they're just bullying Cloud. What the fuck?
This is going to be my longest fight for this stream. It's just because of these fucking frogs.
What the fuck? Either that or they're gonna run out of MP, which would be
Do
really
enemies
good.
even have a finite amount of MP?
They do. It's actually a strategy for some bosses. Where you go, boy?
Where you going, city boy?
Oh, you can still run when you're asleep, okay?
Yeah, haven't you heard of sleepwalking?
They're sleep hopping though. Yeah, that Nuzlocke I did. Embarrassing on my end. Yeah,
You know
I want to redo that.
Nuke everything. I'm not dealing with these
delete it.
goddamn frogs.
So what you're saying is the frogs are in a water supply?
No, because it's not the problem wasn't that the frogs were in the water supply. It's that they were putting chemicals in the water that turned the frickin' frogs gay.
You could change the camera if it make it easier.
I just like this view.
No problem. I also like the design for these monsters right here. They're just rocks and spikes when you think about it. Oh no, Aerith's in love with Tifa though. Her?
Oh no, Aerith is in love with Tifa. The horror? Yeah, let's go with horror.
Not horror enough. Please be horror more.
I mean, let's be honest. If the remake saga contributed anything, it was finally putting an end to the cloud shipping wars by establishing that no, they're going to be a throuple.
It was going the right way beforehand.
I know, I'm grinding.
The amount of airship art is insane. It's still insane.
Like, I'm not too familiar with either IP, but I do know that in terms of like old otaku space, the two most toxic shipping wars that were going on were the ones for Final Fantasy VII and the ones for Evangelion.
Yeah, just so you know, what they casting you is petrify. So if your whole team gets petrified, it's the game over. Oh, Corel.
Have I made it to Corel and Rebirth? I've made it to the Corel region. I've gotten past like the whole part with Corel Prison and the Gold Saucer and Dine. And that's where I left off. I left off right when you get the buggy. I just haven't played in a while. That's the only thing. Like, I got sidetracked by other games. I like how they fleshed out the encounter with dying in Rebirth. It didn't feel like padding. It felt more epic. Not again! Muppet-looking motherfuckers.
Oh.
Give me a drink, bartender.
The sliding scared me, actually. I was already done. I'm like, let me look up the thing in Final Fantasy VII for you real quick. So if you, I think you have the accessory called the White Cape.
I don't think I do. I might. I don't know.
You might. If you have it, then that will protect you against the status element of frog, but I believe you will still fall under sleep. With a physical hit will knock you out of that.
Yeah, frog's not nearly as debilitating in this as it is in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because in Remake, not only are you, turned into a frog, you can only move around like a frog.
I'd rather become monkey. I don't think I ever got frog in 15.
I got frog in 15. I think there's only like one enemy in the game that can cast it, and it's a optional boss.
Maybe it's one of the optional bosses I missed.
It's for a side quest that Cindy sends you on. There's a couple. Keep in mind, I never finished 15. I played it at launch, so I played it at launch, and I was very much of the opinion that if the game isn't ready for launch and you have to patch in entire sections of story and gameplay afterwards, then why did I spend $60 on it?
Yeah. Like, I'm still mad about the a lot of the story being gutted. We're truly never going to get the full story.
Like, it's not just that we're never going to get the full story. It's that we were supposed to get a whole second round of DLC, but they canceled all of them except for the Arden DLC because he was so popular.
Yeah. What happened with Alex Jones? I have no idea.
He lost a lawsuit for spreading lies about the Sandy Hook shooting victims and lost his company as a result, but he's been funneling all of the money he's supposed to pay out to the families he slandered into a series of alternate accounts under, like, shell companies that he owns, and that's entirely legal in the US because the US justice system and financial system is completely fucked. That's the last I heard.
Oh yes, but one of the lawyers I follow is actually going to be looking at the case.
Which case? There's so many cases going on.
The Power World versus Nintendo one. Because they're
Yeah.
actually genuinely interested in it.
That's going to be interesting. The Power World versus Nintendo case is going to be interesting to see the outcome of. Not just because, you know, it could potentially lead to Power World being removed from stores, but also because it could genuinely, like, if it's ruled in Nintendo's favor, fuck over the game industry.
Yeah. Hey, look, we got a Zaku.
I don't know any Zakus. I've only my only familiarity with Gundam is through fucking SD Gundam, where they were called Zakos.
Don't make me fight you.
Zako Hour.
Fight me. No.
I mean, it could be worse. I could be someone who only experienced Gundam through that FMV game that Re-Res reviewed, where they referred to them as Zaks, even though they're spelled Zakus in the game.
The funny thing is Zaks actually work.
Well, yeah, I know technically it does, but like the same way that they translated the Principality of Zeon as the Duchy of Jean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you need to travel more to the east.
So that's the Cosmo Cane
west,
that Tifa
west,
based a
excuse me.
drink off of.
Yeah, I'm gonna say west. Sorry about that.
Oh, I think the buggy broke.
You can say the buggy was quite buggy.
Well, you were hideous while you lasted, Buggy.
Now you can go into town.
Oh, I thought you meant I had to go to the western side of the continent.
No. It was just because there's a flag where that won't let you into town.
I am home as I Nanak. Okay, so okay, that's explaining something that to me that happened in Rebirth that I did not understand what was going on.
Yeah, I have an idea what you're saying. I'm thinking about. I'm not gonna say it. That's Yeah, that's astronomical.
It turns out when you slander basically an entire town and they all sue you, that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But basically the sad outcome of that lawsuit is that he's probably never going to actually be forced to pay that money, because rich people can just funnel all the money that they're supposed to pay into shell companies that they still own, and get around having to pay out by claiming, oh, I don't have any money left in my account. Like, you know, if it were an average person like us, then we would be put in fucking prison for doing such a thing. But if you're rich, you get to do whatever you want. Yeah, maybe don't fucking make a conspiracy theory of a fucking tragedy. Yeah. The thing is, the last thing I'm gonna say about Alex Jones is I've seen a lot of people debate whether he genuinely believes the conspiracy theories he spouts or not. My opinion is it doesn't matter. He's only in it for the money anyways. So whether he believes in what he says or not is completely arbitrary to his goal of making millions off of people that buy his fucking bottom shelf supplements that are sold for like 5 times the price they're worth. and his more importantly to me, his caveman paleo diet stuff that's filled with lead. Oh, and his brain force pills that are supposed to counteract the negative effects of soy that get their main ingredient from soy.
So there's a lot of good stuff you can get in Cosmo Canyon. One of the really good stuff you won't be able to get until what will be the equivalent of Disc 2, which I'll let you know later. Also, if you want some road building stuff, the dude walking around in the white shirt, little lore.
I agree, Dash Cat. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter what he believes. He's causing harm and making money off of causing harm. So whether he genuinely has convictions in the stuff he says in his show, whether he genuinely believes it's true or not, is irrelevant.
Yep. If you tell him no, I think he mentions your buggy. Yep.
Oh, he's gonna fix the buggy.
Yeah, it's a little lore thing. You don't need to talk to him, but when you do a play, you always talk to him. It feels incomplete, and you see why, right?
Oh, I can finally get some more ethers.
Yeah, I hate the fact that it's so expensive at this point in the game, but they're so useful.
I've got a lot of stuff I could sell anyways. I've still got the Peacemaker for Vincent.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't gotten Vincent yet.
You want to keep that?
Yeah, I know.
If I'm not mistaken...
I know I want to keep the thing for Vincent for when I get Vincent.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that's the weapon or not. Does the flow 100% every time? And when you get the Mega All Materia, you can basically death blow everybody on the map.
Okay, so I've got plenty of nuts for breeding chocobos, but I don't have any greens. So my attempt to get a chocobo earlier wouldn't have worked anyway.
It wouldn't work. You're still a ways away from the chocobo stuff. I will tell you that.
I'm probably not going to do the whole chocobo side quest, just because I don't want to dedicate entire streams to RNG.
Oh, I was going to say you could do. I would do the grinding off stream, and I could personally help you with that and make things a whole lot easier. Like, I could probably knock down the RNG factor of it by at least 30 or 40%. Interesting. Do you know how Timo likes the tarot cards, right?
Yeah. I've been thinking about I've been thinking about brushing off my own set that I've had for a while and just not really used for some potential stream stuff.
Yeah, because the one I was able to find in a Facebook ad basically was Legend of Zelda base, and I sent her a picture of the ad, and even she thought they were pretty interesting.
don't need 2 boomerangs. I don't need 2 diamond pins.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've been interested in the piano minigame in Rebirth.
Yeah, especially because it does let you just, like, play your own stuff if you want to.
Oh, someone has done with a Fire and Flames, I think, because everyone does that.
Of course, they've done through the Fire and Flames.
I think I've seen someone do Piano Man, which is very fitting.
Spin us a web, you're the Spider-Man. Or however it goes. It's been a while since I've listened to that. And by a while, I mean like a week. I listened to a lot of Weird Alfred Yankovic.
It just made me think of another parody song. What's a parody song? It's basically the American Pie song before Star Wars. That was really good.
The Saga Begins by Weird Al.
Yeah. It was genuinely good.
Yeah.
Like, it still holds up
Don
pretty
McLean,
nice.
the guy who did the original American Pie, has gone on record saying that he has to keep himself from singing The Saga Begins in concert because he loves it so much.
Yeah, it really is that good. In the piano version, Cosmo Canyon. The Cosmo Canyon in general is an amazing thing.
But is it as amazing as our favorite theme, the parade theme for Rufus back in Junon?
I was going to argue as good as Gold Foster's theme, but even better.
Well, JKR's not here, so we won't know for sure.
That's the question we got to ask JKR.
One of my favorite like minor spoiler for Rebirth, one of my favorite changes with the hindsight of that dark joke I made during the Rufus Shinra parade about, like, I hope it doesn't end up like John F. Kennedy's parade, was that Yuffie tries to make it like that in Rebirth.
Oh, God. Just wow.
How do you do that? With super glue? No, with flex glue!
The funny thing is, I know his name is Bugenhagen, but I always call him Bahoo. I think I told you before, Bahuga Bahuga, something shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm Aku Aku.
Ooga booga, ba-dum bum.
I think I called him Boogie, Oatman Boogie.
By the way, now that I've learned what Crash 5 was supposed to be like before it got canceled, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Activision and more so disappointed in Microsoft. It was going to be not only a follow-up on the cliffhanger 100% completion ending of Crash 4, it was also going to be a crossover with Spyro.
Hold on, I need to check something because I remember.
Did you know Gaming did a very long deep dive into the canceled Crash 5 and why we got that Crash Team Rumble game?
Because I remember hearing mixed information.
He got. I'm going to trust what Did You Know Gaming had to say about that, considering they have concept art in the early alpha builds of the games in question to show as evidence.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one because there was another. I forget. I was trying to find it.
If you're talking about the people that are like in the Spyro and Crash YouTube sphere, like Canada Guy or whatever his name is, those people were just grifting off of. There's totally gonna be watch my video for news, and it turns out to just be them just saying that they think something's going to happen with no evidence to back it up.
Nah, it was about that it was false information or something like that. But now you're telling me there was concept. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
They had concept art and a whole bunch of stuff to back it up, along with stories from developers involved.
So now I'm wondering if the article got deleted because, receipts popped up.
Like, Crash 5 never got into production, technically. It was never greenlit. But they did preliminary work on it to try and get it greenlit, and Activision said no.
Activision, a company who is so greedy for money, don't like money. That's weird, isn't it? Speaking of greed, that guy I told you about, I watched a few of his videos actually.
The Spyro remakes were made in 1 year, which is why they had to get Sanzaru Games to assist with development of the Spyro 3 part, because that had the most gameplay styles to cram into a single game. And keep in mind, that also got a delay from when it was initially supposed to come out.
But yeah, speaking of greed,
yeah, Crash 4 was also made in like a year. Activision had Toys for Bob working insane time spans to make AAA games.
Imagine the kind of work they could have done if they had, let's say 2.5 years, you know? Did you imagine how much crazier that game would be?
Honestly, I think despite Crash 4, here's my take on Crash 4. Despite the fact that it was made in under a year, which is horrible for working conditions, but impressive in terms of the final product, I don't think it needed more time in the oven, because if anything, it has too much stuff in it. That's
what I mean. Like the Paula, that's what I mean by Paula. I don't mean like in the oven just for like, Scarlet and Violet needed more time in the oven.
Yeah.
What I mean by Paula is trying to go, hey, wait a minute, we have too much. And then I kind of feel they could have scaled back, took what was the best parts of those extra levels, have that in, and then probably turn around to the higher up saying, hey, we have these extra levels here. Why don't we make this DLC just for people that want to have it? Meaning they could have increased profits even more.
I mean, DLC was part of the initial plan. Like Crash Team Rumble was supposed to be a free content update for Crash 4 that added a multiplayer mode.
Yeah. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, you could have had, like, not a season pass, but you could have had multiple DLCs. You could have made even more bank off of it.
Also, its approach, the initial intention for Crash Team Rumble's approach to unlockable skins was genuinely more impressive than what you see in games most of the time, because the skins would gradually evolve and take on more complex forms as you use them.
Oh. Honestly,
like an example that they had concepted out and specifically talked about in the Did You Know Gaming video was like Dingo Dial had an alternate skin that made him a Space Marine.
Ooh.
So like level 1 of the skin, he's in the standard Space Marine like Starship Troopers armor.
Yeah.
Level 2, he's got an alien parasite attached to him that's controlling him. Level 3, the alien parasite is taken over. And now he's like still got the armor on, but now it's like merged with like alien parts.
Xenomorph Dingo Dial. Oh god.
Yeah, that could have been just a skin for that game, but they scaled it back into just, your standard cosmetic skins.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, too, they were going to do the Crash and Cortex game also.
I mean, Crash 5 went through a lot of pitches before they settled on a Crash and Spyro crossover. One of them was basically going to be Crash's take on Psychonauts.
If I'm not mistaken, they were also thinking about revisiting the Titans games as well.
Yeah, Crash 5 before it became a crossover was going to be like it was basically going to be another take on Twinsanity. Except instead of dimension hopping, because they already did that in Crash 4, it was going to be going into the minds of Crash villains and seeing what makes them tick.
That's what you mean by Psychonauts thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so man.
Okay. Now I know it's gonna want us to call Aerith. But fuck that.
I was gonna say Aerith and
I wanna spend time in the pod with Tifa.
They're in the same area, in case you're wondering.
I want Pet Red. I want Pet Red, and I want to give him a treat.
You already know what he would say, right?
I am not a dog.
But
and then he would still eat it.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not a dog, but I will take this as an offering.
Like,
which, let's face it, any human
like going off of the way that his voice actor voices him in Remake and Rebirth, he would be like, I am not a dog. I do not do things for treats. However, I will accept your offering.
Yeah. Wants to be like, this got peanut butter?
One of my favorite things involving Red so far is when you're in Costa del Sol and you enter him in basically animal soccer so he can win a whole like roast beef just for him to eat.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So it's official that Red 13 is officially one of us.
Also, I like the detail in Rebirth that people keep mistaking him for either a cat or a dog.
And you know what comes to mind right now? Cat dog.
Cat dog. Alone in the world is a little cat dog.
Seriously, one of the
Fun fact, we didn't have a clean, high-quality, full version of the cat dog theme until last year. The only full version of the theme that was uploaded was from a preview tape that was given away at Burger King, and the only rip of that tape that was available was in very low quality and had a lot of static distortion to it. And what it took was someone hacking into one of Nickelodeon's like brand partner websites for like stuff that like a website that has full of like stuff meant for merch tie-ins.
Yeah.
Which is where we ended up getting a lot of the stuff from the Nickelodeon Giga Leak. So yeah, they just went on there and got the full theme off of there because no one else could get it. I'm Facebook friends with the creator of Cat Dog, and I'm pretty sure he didn't have access to that recording anymore, considering he's the one who performed the song.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was supposed to be a dog in Remake, which is funny because the Advent Children design just makes him look like a dog. Yeah. He's more like a wolf. He's more like a cross between a wolf and a lion.
Yes. Like adolescent lion, like when they're just starting to get their mane.
Like he's got the very canine snout and body structure, but he's got the tail and mane of a lion.
Yeah. Not only that, when he tends to walk, it's more cat-like. But yeah, Red is just an awesome character.
Yeah.
He's literally like the bro character.
Welcome to my secret laboratory. Keep Dee Dee out of here.
Planetarium. Planetarium. Fuck, I forget the joke.
The Planetology Planetarium. I mean, that's what they call this religion of worshiping the planet in the remake. They call it planetology.
Oh, I was going with these Machinima Bridge planetarium. Let's go to planetarium or something like that. But yeah, Dash Cat,
Space, the final frontier. Also the only place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Hey, look, my soul. Or is that my stomach? I have no idea.
That's Kirby. That's just Kirby without... That's just Kirby... That's Kirby through an X-ray. Like, you put him in X-ray to try and see what his skeletal structure is like, and it's just... There is no skeleton, it's just a black hole.
I was going to say, wouldn't that be Gooey? Because Gooey is basically another form of Kirby, just darker. Like any...
I don't know Kirby lore enough to answer that definitively. And I hate the fact that I have to say that there is Kirby lore. There is deeper lore to Kirby than there is to most of Nintendo's flagship franchises. I both love and hate that.
The minor character in Dreamland 2, major role in 3. He's made from the same material as Dark Matter, so yes, that it will be partially canon. So he's purple here, but I believe on the game he is black.
Well, they couldn't render solid black, so they made him like a dark blue purple. He hasn't appeared in the 3D games, I think, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, the last game he was in, I think, was Star Allies?
Star Allies, maybe. I never played I haven't played much Kirby.
Actually, I'm looking through. No, there's the Kirby Fighters 2. Let me... That's inspired.
Get ready to watch this educational film, courtesy of the National Film Board of Adolescent whatever those fucking 1950s educational films were. It just cuts to black and white, and it's like, hey there, Billy, do you want to learn about the history of the planet?
Alright, so while not 3D, it's a 2D game, he was actually in Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
They don't live on Earth. The planet is not referred to by name.
I think it's called Terra. I think that was the canon name for it.
Okay.
Terra or Gaia. I'll look it up real quick.
I think it's Gaia. Now that you've said that, I think I remember it being Gaia.
Yeah, Gaia. Retroactively named Gaia. Yes. Remember, if it's not called Earth, Terra or Gaia are the most likely names that they pick for it.
Yeah.
Or something that falls under that.
Unless it's Final Fantasy X, in which case it's Spira.
Yeah. Reference to Spiral of Death and all that. For genuine Final Fantasy lore, even the ones I don't like, are interesting.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of 12, right?
Yeah.
And it's mainly to do with the battle system. I'm just not a fan of it. Story-wise, very interesting. How you basically have it's basically Star Wars.
For a second, my heart stopped for a second because I thought the game crashed.
Ooh. If you're that worried, next time you get to a chance to save, I just say save.
I mean, I saved right before this.
I know, but still, you're bringing up my own paranoia. Rosaria? I'm not familiar with that one, honestly.
That is Rosaria is Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, that's why. So how about that PS4?
By the way, if you're on 12, 14, and 16, use that name. Okay. But with 16, you know, they've got a demo out for the PC version now, and there's some sort of like promotional thing you can do with Discord involving playing the Final Fantasy 16 PC demo.
Okay, just a small correction. 12 is Evilise. I know that. I have to double check it.
Not like as the name of the entire land, but just a name that is used throughout the series.
Oh, yeah, Empires are Arcadia and Rosaria.
Yeah, Rosaria.
Yeah. That's all the Z's that threw me off. And that's 14. What the fuck am I going 14? Oh, 14.
Meanwhile, anytime I look at the name Rosaria, I just think, are you trying to say Rosario Vampire?
Yeah, that's Rose and Maiden are just really close to that pops up. But yeah, Rosaria is used mainly for kingdoms. I didn't see anything for 14, but something else popped up. They may be doing something similar how they used to do the crystal motifs. Like, do you believe that Final Fantasy VII technically has a crystal motif?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
That was obvious.
Believe it or not, it wasn't obvious to me until I watched Digital Gaming. No, excuse me, not Digital Gaming. I think it was Final Fantasy Union. But yeah,
anyone gamble around the campfire, children. We'll make hot dogs for your babies. Those like those, right?
You know, I would love to roast some weenies over an open fire and make s'mores.
Bonfires are funny, aren't they? Yeah, especially when they get off control. That's why you never light a bonfire in the middle of a cornfield. I'm not speaking from experience, don't worry.
Wait, what? What? Nani dayo?
I said I'm not speaking from experience.
That's what. Okay, I misheard. That's what threw me off. So, bro.
Positive babies can't eat hot dogs? Not with that attitude.
I mean, toddlers are technically babies and they can eat hot dogs.
It depends on where you're. It depends on at what age you arbitrarily stop referring to them as babies.
Yeah, I know for everyone's a little bit different. Like, to me, a toddler is a type of baby. Some don't. If they got teeth, then yeah, maybe we stop.
They don't have teeth? Then give them teeth. Dentures exist.
Hey, Dash Cat, want to roast some sausages on an open flame? Honestly, that does sound nice, actually.
What I've got in my head right now is a bit from a Luna Bloom ASMR video, one of her Christmas videos where she plays a sassy Long Island elf, and one of them she opened with chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I'll show you chestnuts.
Oh God.
That fire sound effect, my God. Yeah, this is the most, like, oh fuck, what do we use for fire? Just use, like, what is that, like a square wave?
Yeah, another thing too is the little tap you hearing every so often would be like a tap on on some foil almost, but like dampened, I think. I'm actually really curious how they made the actual fire, besides the square wave thing, you know.
It's either a square wave or a saw wave. I don't know. I'm not into digital music production.
I kind of am, and I want to say square wave. Distortion
so crunchy.
to the max. Ooh.
All right, what you gotta say, Red? Long ago,
Long
I was Chinese.
Like we both went into two different memes. Yo, we both went into two separate memes at the same time, bro. Bro.
I think you might be right.
Because normally I'm the one that makes the Chinese joke. It was just like, hey, let me switch it up.
Perfect to break up the tension of Red 13's tragic backstory. Will you and one other person come with us? Yes. And it shall be Tifa. I'm taking Tifa with us because... not because of sauce, but... hear me out. We're going somewhere pretty high up, aren't we?
No.
Well, I mean, even this would be a pretty high height to fall from, proportionally. So if we fall, Tifa's got plenty of surface area for us to use as a crash mat.
Why are you like this?
I blame the autism.
Let me put your autism on the phone so I can make a complaint to the manager. I think you're laughing behind the scenes because you broke me into this voice.
Yes.
You need Jesus.
Look, all I'm saying is she's got a couple of spots that would be very good at absorbing the shock from the impact and distribute it in a way that makes it so we don't break our spines. I've seen enough anime to know that's how boobs work.
So, just so you know, there is a missable item in
Yeah, I
this
think
area.
I could see it.
Yes. There's either one or two. No, there are two. I believe there is one of them. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, I keep going back into the voice. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the added effect materia. Doesn't Aerith have the bigger butt?
I don't know. We'll have to look at their models and compare. I think Aerith's just like, I think Aerith's just like generally more slim.
I'm just laughing because Dash Cat brought up a real fun fact.
Cloud has a fatter ass model in the remakes. I'm not surprised. It's like that, it makes me think of that thing where like someone looked at like the hitbox layout for Zelda's model in Smash Ultimate and found that she's got a massive ass.
You would think Peach would have the fatter ass because of the hip movements.
And because so many of her attacks involve using her hips.
Mm-hmm. I mean, perfect example, the golf club or a frying pan. Like, you know, it changes based on whatever, right? You would think that would have an effect because, again, your movements in the hips.
Do I break the rock?
Yeah, some of them give you items, some of them give you enemies to fight.
I guess I'll put this rock in the rock cutting machine. The machine that cuts rocks for no reason. That was a bad idea.
You can get death sentence from these guys. Like a lot of the monsters here cast death, what I remember.
Don't skewer Tifa, that's my job.
My job.
Okay, so like, when I saw that skull, I was like, "Is that skull wearing shades?" That's awesome. That's like some, that's like some fucking shit.
I'm pretty sure if Tetsuya Nomura ever sees that, it's gonna be like, "Wow, we should have done that."
It's like some shit that you'd see on like a truck stop T-shirt that talks about like drinking beer and riding your hog.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, Scarlet has a third.
Okay, yes. Do I get that sentence? Yes, I do. I also have 60 seconds to finish this fight. Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I have a popular question that pops up every so often in my feed on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And it's a question for both you and for chat. Ketchup
and for the comments on the VOD. You know, spike that engagement, feed the Elder God algorithm.
Having a bigger bottom don't mean you're a bottom. Trust me, I have a big booty.
I got a big booty too, and I'll have you know I'm a switch.
Same here. But ketchup
I'm a switch
does
who
not
tends
exist.
to be more. I'm a switch who leans more towards top.
I am a Switch that wants to be a bottom for once in their freaking life. Ugh. I'm tired of being a top.
Thanks, definitely need that info. You're welcome. I'm glad I could enlighten you.
But the question is for you in chat. Ketchup does not exist. What are you gonna put on a thing of fries?
Barbecue sauce.
Perfect answer. For me, I'm going
either
to
that
go
or malt vinegar.
I'm gonna keep it simple with either just regular salt, because I got to the point where I can put salt on it and have less and still enjoy it, because, you know, sodium levels and all that jazz. But if I need to actually have be like a sauce or something like a cream or whatever, I'm gonna go with Wendy's Frosty, and that is a New Jersey thing. You can get the dip. It has to be the vanilla Frosty. I don't know about the other flavors.
Here, it's not often that I get to be the one to redeem this.
Enough with the sauce!
You want to know what I said to that? This is the both for you. This is the both. That's both for you. And Dash Cat, I'm the same way. I eat my fries pretty plain, also.
Yeah, I eat my fries plain more often than I have them with ketchup nowadays.
Yeah, I just get tired of my hands getting dirty or having to keep dipping. And
I mean, the main thing is I go through ketchup really quickly because I use so much of it. And on top of that, I often forget to buy more ketchup while I'm at the grocery. It's usually like the one thing that I forget. So I've gotten used to just having my fries plain.
The only thing I like ketchup on is like hot dogs. I don't even really use ketchup anymore. I'd rather have barbecue sauce in the house over ketchup. Because let's say I want to do hot dogs or sausage, I can just use, you know, barbecue sauce, which is just a more flavorful ketchup.
It's just
so
Dr. Pepper in sauce form.
Sprite for me.
I mean, you're the one who says that Dr. Pepper is just barbecue water.
It is barbecue water, but this.
So obviously the inverse must be true. That's what we call the law of equivalent exchange.
Now give me your arm.
Which one? The one that I've already... If you're talking about which arm, my left arm or my right arm? Because depending on your answer, you may or may not be disappointed.
I was going to equivalent exchange, just break it off.
Keep in mind, ever since the incident, I've only got one organic arm.
That's where we got the shotgun. Oh, I actually found out another streamer that I started kind of making friends with. They're also into shotguns in video games.
If you want to use the worst shotgun in a video game ever, play Doom 3. The shotgun in that game sucks ass.
But yeah, she was playing Space Marines 2, I think it was.
Oh yeah, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 that just came out, yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good. Like, genuinely, like...
Okay, how do I get up there and get the thing?
You need to go to the other map.
The incident? Oh, yeah. In my lore, there was an incident where my castle was sieged by vampire hunters, and I was brutally attacked, horribly disfigured, and then rebuilt as a cyborg. That happened a while ago before you joined my community. it totally wasn't an excuse I made up for why I had a different model because I lost the files for my original model. Totally not that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Gotta keep that gas lit. Yeah, that's why I'm a cyborg. Funnily enough, the vampire hunters didn't attack my castle because of, like, any sort of campaign against humanity that I was planning on doing. Because I wasn't. I tend to keep to myself. It was because I posted a very spicy take on social media, and they disagreed with it. And I said, "Come at me, bro. Fight me 1v1 IRL." And it turns out that when you're challenging people whose specialty is killing your kind, IRL 1v1, and then you invite them in mass droves, it turns out that's not a very good idea. But on the bright side, afterwards I got to go to Dairy Queen!
Get your ass down. Oh yeah, the next map is gonna be how to get the added cafeteria.
You're more of a Waffle House guy. There's a Waffle House not too far from me. I should go there sometime when I feel like eating out instead of going to fucking McDonald's again.
Just don't go in the afternoon, please. I worry.
Don't go in the afternoon, and don't go just don't go when there's actually people there.
Just go there in the morning.
Either go there in the morning or go there at like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, when the drunkards and the rednecks are at home. You know, I've heard a variant of that joke before, Dash Cat, or at least, you know, that kind of setup, in an episode of Family Guy, and I didn't even catch on to the fact that it was a double entendre until, like, a decade later. Because I do be pretty stupid. It was from the first 3-parter they did, the Stewie Griffin The Untold Story 3-parter.
Here we go. Yeah, never mind.
Like, it's a subplot where Lois is training Chris on how to get dates. Oh, I'm right, fuck, yeah. Darn I.
Yeah, hell, yeah, I would run. You can still control. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
You told me to hold it down, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you can still do like attacks if you select attack. But if you go into like magic or summon or items, it will control the. You gotta walk on it. You can't run.
Oh. Well, the few times I actually have to walk.
Yeah, you can remember here, but it's just that gold stuff. That's why you crash into those spikes.
But yeah, the thing in Family Guy was like it cuts to Lois with Chris, and she's like, "Okay, Chris, now that we've practiced cuddling, it's time to move on to eating out at a fancy restaurant."
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better,
it wasn't until I watched LS Mark's video on reviewing and ranking every episode of American Dad, that I realized that one of the common through lines in all of Seth MacFarlane's shows that nobody talks about as a common through line is an overabundance of incest humor.
Yeah. Also, I just got the joke when you told me about it. I didn't even know about that joke. Also, you didn't give Red 13 any materia, I noticed.
Yeah, because I don't have any good materia to give him.
You can exchange air stuff to him for a moment.
How do I do that again? It's been a while since I played this.
Go to arrange.
Oh, there we... Wait, no.
Yeah, move down to arrange. There was a check.
You say move down to arrange. Sorry, I don't remember what button I have to press to bring that up.
You have to move, it's a D-pad thing. Where you just go to a change, not here. On the that screen.
There we go.
Yeah. Exchange.
God, the remake made it so much easier to sort through this stuff.
If anything, if it makes you feel any better, it's also somewhat easier to do on Final Fantasy VIII. This is one of the main complaints I think even Japanese players had. I would put time, yeah.
No, wait,
If you want my advice, yeah.
And then move that here, and then pair it with all.
Yes.
Okay,
I got a big smile on my face. Do you have fire on that carrot? I think you got fire, right?
I don't have fire on him. I've got fire on Cloud.
If you have elemental material, I would put that in the armor.
I don't think I have elemental.
Or But yeah, firing would also be helpful. But this
I can equip firing to him.
Yeah.
He's got talisman right now, but there's firing.
And you'll see why when you get to the boss. But it's a little bit close.
That chest looks suspicious.
No, let's go down. Pretty sure it's safe.
I don't believe you for a second.
See?
Oh. It was in such an isolated spot that I'm like, there's a monster in a box in there, isn't there?
When you said monster in a box, the first thing that came to mind was taking a box.
That's a different kind of monster in a box. That's a one-eyed monster in a box.
The giant serpent.
That is a kind of monster that we refer to as a trouser snake.
Some cultures even called Leviathan.
Depending on the size. Well, more on the length, because we're not getting any further into that. That's going to get obscene.
Yeah, I was making the ultimate dirty joke of that. And like, yeah, people are gonna get it.
We get it, dicks.
No, but you guys get the timing for that. I'm like, wait, you guys get no. Like Dash Cam himself would say, "Don't go there." You felt the aura from that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the PS5 Pro thing. Oh god, that's a scam.
PS5 Pro is probably the second biggest waste of money I've seen in a while.
The second biggest?
I think you might be right.
Nothing's going to top NFTs.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I hope that the PS5 Pro fails. Please, gaming community, let this fail. So Sony doesn't get the bright idea to start charging fucking mortgage payments for their consoles in the future.
Either that or basically having us pay more and getting less. They should have came with a stand and also came with the disk drive.
We were fine with letting the 3DO flop in the 1990s when that launched at $700. Let's do that again, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not bothering with it either. It's like, bro, I'm not
even factoring in that it doesn't have a disk drive or a fucking piece of plastic to use as a stand.
Which, mind you, costs less than $5 to produce.
Can we talk about how they're launching the PS5 Pro and like in the advertisement, the announcement for it, they were like, "Oh, here's some side-by-side comparisons to show between the base PS5's performance mode and the PS5 Pro's default mode," and they looked exactly the same.
You know, I think it was either Kotaku or one of them. They posted a picture where they made Final Fantasy VII Rebirth look like a PS2 game. Like, it was heavily doctored, and everyone called them out on it. And we're still getting articles from everyone like, "Oh, it looks amazing." Like, no, it looks the same. Just that my games load like 5 times fast. No.
Is it a spicy take for me to say that this is the worst console generation we've had in a long time?
Dude, that is so spicy that people who don't like spice can take it.
Because we are 4 years, almost 5 years into this generation, and there's still not any like must-have titles that you can't just get on PC.
Yeah.
Or that will not just inevitably come to PC.
But there's only one game I want on PS5, and that's Gran Turismo 7. That's it.
But 8K,
that's literally it.
They advertise 8K on the box. They don't guarantee that it's going to perform well at 8K.
So, FYI, these cave systems lead to different areas.
I think you mean the cave system nearby!
So, 2 of those, yeah, so basically 2, 3, and whatchamacallit lead to different areas. And, yeah. These guys are kind of assholes. They have over 1,000 hit points.
They look like assholes.
Oh, they are. I genuinely hate these things. Just because they are a MP thing.
I just don't like how they look. The way they look displeases me.
It's a two-legged crab spider. Yes, I hate them also. But the reason I hate them is because they're MP things. Also, they do damage like that.
Is that tap dancing crab demon?
Also, the amount of damage they do is just absurd.
Yeah, these things are assholes.
You have to heal after each and every one of them. I hate them with a passion.
Why is their text in yellow?
Because they're
is that just because they're low health?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like I did something wrong.
Nah. I kind of like that little effect because it lets you know that, hey, you need to heal up, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think number 2 is for... okay, that one's dead end, so it's 2 and 4. 4 is going to be tour item, 2 is going to be for story progression. But you see, this whole area, you see why I said you want to stock up on ethers, right?
Yes.
Like this whole area.
Visions of
area
Mana
is
and Concord have been the biggest encapsulation of this year of gaming. They've been the biggest encapsulation of this generation of gaming, let's be honest.
Yeah. The sad thing is, Concord could have, it could have been something.
I don't see a world where Concord succeeded in the modern times. If it wanted to be successful, it needed to come out 8 years ago.
Yeah, that too. Oh boy, here comes the two-legged long asshole. Yeah, free to play definitely would have been the route to go.
Like, it's not often that you see a game just straight up get nuked out of existence. Usually they at least move it to free to play for a bit before doing that, but no, they were just like, fuck it. Just burn everything.
Oh, so that's a percentage-based attack. Okay. You get light.
Come on, beat the shit out of them, Tifa.
That shit, I bet that should be death.
I truly hope live service dies as a genre. I do too. The only one that's
Same.
pulled it off in a way that's not outwardly predatory is Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's still somewhat predatory, but it's at least feasible to play it free-to-play version. You know, not spending a cent on it. And still enjoy the game.
Yeah. It's magic if you're looking for the user spells. Yeah. Also, the idea
reduce
of
the cost of
making
making. Yeah, they should also reduce the cost of making games because most of the games that are coming out nowadays do not justify their $100 million plus budgets.
Not only that,
like, yeah, I get a lot of that goes into the graphics, but like, does no one ever stop and... Hey, Cloud, how'd your stream go? But like, does no one ever stop and think, hey, maybe it would be more efficient if we put our budget towards actual gameplay development instead of focusing it all on the visuals?
Mm-hmm.
Beat Rajan and start the jailbreak chapter. That's where I left off on Sly 2. I need to get back to that. I've beaten all the Sly games before, for the record. It's just, haven't played them in a while.
Yeah, they love to use the...
I forgot that I had haste.
Yes,
I am of the understanding that haste kind of breaks this game.
Oh, no, it's Big Guard. That breaks the game.
Or haste is just like a generally OP move in most Final Fantasy games.
Is needed to fight one of the bosses. I'm just gonna say it's a wall. You literally fight a wall monster later on. And to my understanding, or to my remembrance, it's one of the fastest monsters in the game. That story progression. Just letting you know in case you're looking to explore more.
I do like to explore.
You wouldn't tend to do and make mostly mid-budget games and not lawsuit indie games.
But if Nintendo doesn't lawsuit any indie games that ape their concepts and do it in an original and interesting way, how are they supposed to make sure they don't have any legitimate competition? Because Nintendo has a history of trying to legally keep people from competing with them. It's not a recent thing. It dates back to the 80s.
Yeah. Honestly, the energy would be so much better spent working on a game that's actually, not shit.
Also, do what Nintendo does, and I could add on to that. Do what Nintendo does, and make mid-budget. Not just make mid-budget games, but also make mid-budget remasters of older games, and then sell them for $60. In what world should Luigi's Mansion 2 be $60?
Or remember the Mario 64 Sunshine and
that was
Galaxy
at least
Galaxy
3
2.
games. You could
The thing
argue
is,
you were
though,
getting value for that.
Yeah, you can argue $20 a game, but also there's no Galaxy 2, sadly.
And then everyone was like, oh, don't worry, they're going to re-release those separately sometime down the line. And then it turned out, yeah, they did that for Mario 64, and they just never did it. They just never touched GameCube and Wii again. Outside of, like, Metroid Prime Remastered and the Pikmin ports.
Yeah, I
just want GameCube and Wii on Virtual Console, Nintendo. Come on. You know we all want it. They're gonna save that for the Switch successor, just so we have a reason to buy that at launch.
Yeah. Granted, I know someone, so I can easily get it.
And it'll still not perform as well at launch as Dolphin does with minimal configuration. Because remember, it took them a while to get N64 emulation up to on the Switch up to a acceptable level of quality, when even the simplest N64 emulators on PC will work with most anything you throw at it out of the box.
Yeah, not only that, I put an asterisk on that acceptable, and I will say it depends on the game.
Because the way Nintendo that has to do with the way that Nintendo does the emulation for Switch Online, and it dates back to how they started doing it with the Virtual Console on the Wii, is rather than having like a universal emulator for that just loads different ROMs, they have a separate emulator for each game.
Yeah, and that broke shit. Like, there's literally, like, every racing game, even the snowboarding game. I can't play any of the racing games. No Wave Race, no 1080, no Mario Kart. There's no point of having any racing games on it. And yeah, you're about to see why I said for here. You don't want to focus on the fires. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
And I will say, if you don't see 0 damage. Sorry, I got excited.
So basically what I'm getting from this boss is, I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I bid you to burn. I think that's about as much as I can get away with without getting DLC 8.
So if you want to know what, you know the trick for this guy, right?
No, of course not.
Healing might make it easy.
So he's counted as an undead enemy? Okay.
Yeah. You can use the X potion and do a 1-hit KO.
Do I really want to spend one of my X potions on that?
I don't know if poison works. No, poison won't work. It's at fire. The fire will still get healed by cure.
Yeah, it's because it has all pair to it.
Yeah. I think if you hit R1, I think it will select 1.
Oh, okay. That's good to know going forward.
Yeah, I didn't know you didn't know. That's my bad. I should have asked. Okay.
I finally remembered who he reminds me of.
Who?
Super Macho Man from Punch-Out!
Hold on. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Release the bogus!
Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't unsee that. Oh, the death and kill the kill. I know what you're talking about. And there's technically, Maguri, I think his name was. Or Tatsuguri. But yeah, you see him actually quite a bit shirtless in the second arc. I'm not going to say more than that because I know there's people out there who haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Well, Tifa's dead.
That is not a canon event.
I think what you mean to say is, that's no good.
One thing I will say I like about this boss, right? Normally in games, we're taught to go after the small fry. In this one, the fire is just infinite. The boss fight itself, in a way, is like a puzzle, and I like that, you know? Nice little creative take. Oh, I thought you were attacking Tifa again. I'm like, Tifa's already dead.
Nah, it
Like,
just
come
attacked
on.
itself to heal itself. Like this is fucking Final Fantasy II or something.
No, you attack yourself. You attack yourself to get stronger. Yeah,
I know. I'm just...
I've never gotten that far in number 2.
I'm not surprised.
I just can't. If it's not for a live stream or a review, I just can't bother.
Yep, Tifa's is back.
Oh, that was hilarious. Bro, the bot. I saw it happen in
Bot's
real
got a
time,
fucking
too.
hair trigger temper.
Bro, I saw it happen in real time, and that shit was hilarious.
Definition of fuck around and find out.
It was a bot trying to steal abuse. I was actually able to read it. Also, what kind of name is N98? Bro, that just sounds
I'll tell you what
like,
kind of name it is. It's a randomly generated name.
yeah, still. When a name like that pops out, it should be automatically flagged in the system. Like, yeah, Or if it's like this bashing on the keyboard, your name should automatically be flagged. I forget how much he has for HP. Okay, so I said his name wrong the entire time. Oh my goodness. HP was 5,500. So you wanna know what I call Gene Attack? And I think it's also because of a Prima strategy guide. Gene Attack Tribe. And I literally typed G Attack Tribe in Google.
Gravity materia. Isn't gravity magic mostly useless in most games?
Mostly, this game included, except if you're going after super bosses. Then it's a viable strategy at level 1. Like literally level 1, you can take out one of the strongest bosses with it. I know you're smiling at that information.
Demi is kind of decent in Final Fantasy X.
Only against bosses that don't resist it, in my opinion. I found, for me personally, 10 was the most useless for gravity or Demi.
Seto, Kaiba! This is what you get for not believing in the heart of the cards!
But Dashcat, I'm curious about your thoughts on why it's decent in 10. Like genuine decent. Like I'm that curious. Because you might know something I don't know, and heck, I could use that in my next playthrough.
It turns out Kaiba was the furry all along. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series reference. Let's see if anyone even fucking gets that one.
I need to. All I know is screw the rules. I got money. That's all I know.
Fun fact, if you go up to Eric Stewart, the voice of Kaiba from the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub, and ask him to say anything from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, he will get mad at you. He does not like Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series.
People need to get off their eye. Motherfucker! Oh yeah, I was about to say people need to get off their high horse, and here you come with the horse. Dashcat's been on.
How did I get this disease?
Dash. You've been on the market with basically like getting me with the reacts today, huh?
My loved ones.
You may be entitled to financial compensation.
So what you're saying is that Nanaki's father died of mesothelioma. It wasn't the poisoned arrows, it was the mesothelioma from working in a shipyard that had asbestos. And now Nanaki learned from this that he may be entitled to financial compensation.
When I see the word asbestos, you know what I think of?
What?
We got the best of asbestos. The way it's spelled. I just think the best. Shut up.
If you want to see something absolutely horrific, there's this old 1950s advertisement for asbestos floor tiles.
Oh God. You're shitting me.
I'm not shitting you. Those were an actual thing you could get back in the 50s.
$1950s asbestos tile. Oh my God.
I told you.
And they're vinyl as well. Hold on. I hate the fact they actually look nice. I hate that.
Like, it's not just that they're floor tiles that will kill you, it's that they're nice looking floor tiles that will kill you.
Hey, I'm not mad at the fact that they would kill you. I'm mad at the fact they look so nice. So I will put the meme section would be good for this, right? It's a 1 minute video. I'll put this in the meme section so people could see during their own time what I'm talking about. What we're talking about, how they're so nice. Like, I'm genuinely pissed off, like, how nice they look. And there's another asbestos one.
I thought you were saying that is like, oh, the materia that he's dropping is made of asbestos. The mesothelioma got so bad that his body just turned into calcified asbestos. That he's not made of stone, he's made of asbestos.
So I just saw a short about asbestos. I think we had asbestos tiles before in the house. Or been in houses with asbestos tiles. I mean, it wouldn't be too far off because, you know, me being born typically in the 80s, asbestos still was a thing. In the 90s, like early 90s.
Bro, just give a golden needle and cures petrification. Bro, just use a phoenix down on Aerith.
Or a phoenix, was it phoenix peon or pixian?
Plume?
It was... Plume was another one, yeah. There's a few different names for the phoenix ones.
Bro, Aerith's death isn't all that tragic. All you have to do is save scum. All you have to do is save scum until you get that until you know ahead of time what frame you need to dodge on.
Oh, that's Phoenix Pinion. But yeah,
Pinion.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Onion, which is not a Phoenix thing, it's an ogre thing.
Unless you're talking about Onion Knight.
Yeah, but that's not a Phoenix thing.
Actually, thinking about it, because ogres eat onions, does that mean Onion Knight is weak to Shrek?
Yes.
So we got a Final Fantasy character that can basically, I think lore-wise, they're like top 5 strongest characters.
It depends on whether you're playing the original Final Fantasy III or the remake Final Fantasy III.
No, I'm talking about lore-wise.
Oh.
Like, between like lore and skill and everything, I think they are top 3 of the strongest characters. I might be completely wrong, but let's just go with it. Right?
And who's in the top 4? You guessed it. Frank Stallone.
But yeah, imagine, okay, you have Final Fantasy characters that can summon your entire party to another dimension, which basically summons a supernova that destroys everybody, right? Meanwhile, we have Ogre, who's basically not even city block level, able to defeat him. That would be hilarious.
Why didn't Cloud and Tiefers give Jess Biggie Cheese and Wiggles some Phoenix Downs and some potions?
Because they're buried under like 12 cubic tons of metal. It's like
the thing with the Dragon Balls that, like, if the body's too fucked up, then they'll be revived in the fucked up body, as we saw in Resurrection F. When they revived Frieza and he just came back as a bunch of chopped up bits.
No.
Anywho's it's that is gonna do it for tonight because I've had a long fucking day. Oh, gotta guess out of the void. I
like how Dash Cat's saying no excuses. Like, Dash Cat, how do you remove 2?
There are no excuses in this dojo.
How do you take out 12 cubic tons of steel that's basically been pressurized welded to get the bodies?
We're not going to raid anyone tonight. No one in particular needs it. Anywho's, it's thanks for joining me tonight, Kier. Thank you to my viewers for joining me. I'll see you guys. I might stream tomorrow night. I'm not entirely sure. It depends on how I feel, even though I'm not scheduled to, because it turns out I ran out of my shots, so I'm not going to be nauseous from it. So I might stream tomorrow night. I might not. Keep an eye out on the Discord for an update on that. And if not, I'll see you Friday. Until whenever. Unpleasant dreams.
Well, it was a chorus. We hope you enjoy our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
You sure yakkoed the hell out of that.
I did.